Guys, check out this yellow Japanese maple. Where's Tim at? Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt. Today we're here with another cultivar highlight. Tim's already yellow dancing. We've got Acer palmatum Hanezu hagoromo.
Also known as orange hagoromo. Smash that like button if you like the color yellow. Guys, comment in the comment section and share this video with your gardening friends. We'd really appreciate it. Guys, we're MrMaple.com. I'm Tim, that's my brother Matt. We're the Mr. Maple guys. We're here at Don Schmidt Nursery in Boring, Oregon to bring you this amazing specimen of the orange hagoromo.
You know we love to get specimen-sized trees on camera for you. This is actually the biggest one I've ever seen of orange hagoromo or Hanezu hagoromo. Now this is a sessilifolium style leaf. You've heard us talk about sessilifoliums before, sometimes referred to as that angel or feather type Japanese maple. These are trees that have that elongated feather-like look to them, basically a golden yellow form of hagoromo or Hanezu. Now this one has a more unique shape than those, being very multi-stemmed and dense.
Now when this tree first leaves out in the early spring, it does give you some more orange color, then going immediately to this bright yellow color. Now if anyone knows anything about the history with me and Japanese maples, I love the color yellow, but I also love this angel feather leaf structure. It gives a really unique texture. Each lobe is heavily divided on the leaf. Each leaf is heavily divided down to the lobe, and each lobe looks like its own individual leaf. It gives a unique feature, but this is such a unique angel feather leaf structure. The reason we love this sessilifolium, the orange hagoromo, is because it's more of a shrub-like shape. It gets very dense and it fills out and gets some nice width to it, where many of the other styles are more upright and narrow.
Now I love this one in some sun if you can afford it. If you're in an area that allows for early morning sun on this one, you'll actually get a little bit more of a bleached out look, which looks even brighter. You get some incredible pink to almost shrimp pink highlights on top of this as well. So it really keeps changing colors. It's an incredible tree to be growing. And you know Tim likes the yellow. He said yellow this time for some reason, but Tim always likes the yellow plants. It is an amazing Japanese maple that is going to contrast so well with your greens and your reds and just look incredible there in the garden. Now, not only does this one bring it for that yellow color, but the texture is so unique. Because of that high density to it and that angel feather style leaf, it almost gives that appearance of a yellow lace leaf. It's so unique in the landscape. I'm a huge fan of what this one does.
Guys, plant this next to a red upright or red weeping variety, and you're gonna have an excellent contrast. Plant this next to a summer gold. The foliage is gonna look very different. Guys, the fall color on this gives you some nice oranges to reds. This tree just puts it out all throughout the season. The angel feather, the orange hagoromo, also known as the Hanezu hagoromo, it's just a spectacular yellow tree for your garden.
Yeah, I love this one, guys. One thing I like to pair it is that Kurnajishi. It's a tree we've also talked about today, and go check out that video if we hadn't aired it already. We'll be airing a highlight on Kurnajishi. We're actually here at Don Schmidt's Nursery, so a special thanks to Eric Schmidt for allowing us to film out here today. One of my favorite yellow Japanese maples myself. I don't dance about it, but I still love the yellows, guys.
Hey, I'll dance about it because the yellow is amazing. It contrasts so well. The reason I love the color yellow is it contrasts against your dark reds and it brings out every shade of green out there in the landscape. People need to use yellow more because it brightens up those dark places in the garden. It gives a lively feel out there in the garden and it just shines and glistens. Who doesn't love the color yellow?
Now this one's going to be an excellent tree, zones 5 through 9. So it is a very durable tree. I do typically try to give it some late day shade, especially in hotter zones for your best coloration. I do like a good bit of sun though. You're going to get a bleaching effect on this one in heavy sun that really picks up some of that midsummer yellow to it.
Now guys, this is a plant, you want to give it some space because it does get some width to it. It's not known for getting a large amount of height, so it can fit in smaller, shorter spaces than something like a Koshi Minnow or a Beni hagoromo. But it does give it some width, so give it some space because it will fill out that space with some great yellow color.
I find this one to be very, differently shaped than Beni hagoromo, which tends to be very fast growing and very tall, where Hanezu hagoromo wants to be very dense and full and very multi-stem, making this a perfect specimen and a great example of what Hanezu hagoromo can do.
Guys, get a Hanezu hagoromo, plant this yellow in your garden, you're gonna love it.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.